Hi guys, so we're here doing 12.10 today in your math book, which is called mixed measures. All that means is that they're using two different units. We have to put them both into the same unit or be able to add them without going over, I guess is what I would say, okay? It'll make sense to you as we do some practice, okay? For instance, if I added like 50 minutes plus 30 minutes, okay, that's 80 minutes. Well, I wouldn't really call it 80 minutes. It'd be more like calling it 1 hour and 20 minutes, okay, because that's going to break up. Okay, so let's just look at some of these example problems. We'll jump right in. Herman is building a picnic table for a new campground. The picnic table is 5 feet 10 inches long. Here, so they have 5 feet 10 inches. How long is the picnic table in inches? They just want it in inches. Okay. It says change a mixed measure. Think of 5 feet 10 inches as 5 feet plus 10 inches. Okay, write feet as inches. Okay, like I said, we're going to have to change that feet into inches because they want my answer just in inches. So 5 feet plus 10 inches. Okay, I don't want to call that 5 feet anymore. I need it to be in inches. See over here? You're having me convert it to inches. So think 5 feet times 12 equals 60 inches. Where'd they get that 12 from? Where'd they get 12 from? Because in a ruler, there's 12 inches in a foot. Okay, so 5 times 12 equals 60, right? 5 feet, okay, times 12 inches in a foot would be 60 inches. So instead of calling this 5 feet over here, we're going to call it 60 inches, okay? 5 feet, 60 inches, plus my original 10 inches. 60 plus 10 is 70. The picnic table is 70 inches long. Okay. You could do the same thing, boys and girls, with your height. Okay. I am 5'7". That's how tall Mrs. May is. Okay. Instead of calling me 5 foot, I could say that that's 60 inches and my 7 inches down here. So I could say that I am 67 inches tall, but people don't really do that. People say I'm 5'7". Okay, but if I was measuring how long I needed a string to be to touch the top of my head, it'd be 67 inches. Okay, does that make sense? So you can figure out your height. You can have mom and dad measure you and say you're 4'8" or whatever you are, right? You can figure out how many inches tall you are. Okay, an example. Adding mixed measures. Sorry. Herman built the picnic table in 2 days. Okay. The first day, he worked for 3 hours and 45 minutes. The second day, he worked for 2 hours and 10 minutes. How long did it take him to build the table in all? Right? It's asking me to kind of total them. Day 1, day 2, how long did it take to build the table? Add the minutes. Okay. This is kind of like when we added mixed numbers, and we always say do the fraction part first. Same type of thing. You always add the minutes first. Or even if you had just regular numbers like 43 plus 16, you would start right here, wouldn't you? 3 plus 6 is 9. Same thing. When you have hours and minutes, okay, you start with the minutes over here. So 3 hours and 45 minutes, 2 hours and 10 minutes. So 45 plus 10. Just this part right here. 5 plus 0 is 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. So in my minutes part of my problem, I have 55 minutes. Did I go over 60? No. So I'm okay. If I do, I have a problem, and we'll show you that later. Okay, now I have to add the hours. 3 hours plus 2 hours is 5 hours. So it took 5 hours and 55 minutes, right? So almost how many hours? Almost 6, right? But it didn't ask me to round. It wants an exact answer. 5 hours and 55 minutes. If it took 5 minutes more, it'd be 6 hours. Oh, Mrs. May, what if Herman worked an extra 5 minutes on the picnic table? How long would he have worked on the table then? I just told you an answer. Okay, 5 hours. 5 hours and 55 minutes plus 5 more minutes would be 5 hours. Add these two together, would be 6 hours long. Okay? I already told you the answer. All right, Alicia is building a fence around the picnic area. She has a pole that is 6 feet 6 inches long. Okay? She cuts off 1 foot 7 inches from the end. 1 foot and 7 inches. How long is it? So now she's cutting it off. Now she's subtracting. She didn't add to the pole, she's subtracting. She started with 6 feet 6 inches, and she's subtracting 1 foot 7 inches. Okay? If you look right here, you cannot do 6 minus 7. All right, we all know that. If I have 6 apples, you can't take away 7. But look at this carrying they did. Okay, they took 1 away from the 6 and made him a 5. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Okay, they took 1 away from the 6 and made him a 5. Okay, but then what'd they bring over here? I had 6, and now I magically have 18. They took away 1, and they brought over 12. Why'd they bring over 12, Mrs. May? Because there's 12 inches in a foot. Okay, if you take away 1 foot right here, you've took away 12 inches. So when you bring them over to the inches side, you're bringing over 12 inches. Okay, so I had 6 and I brought 12, so that gives me 18 inches. Everybody understand that? That's kind of a little bit of a tricky part of this. So now it's like I have 5 foot 18 inches. See it? 5 foot 18 inches. And I'm subtracting 1 foot 7 inches. So 18 minus 7 would be 11 inches. Right? Just this 18 minus 7 is 11 inches. Okay, then you could do this right here, but they brought it down here. 5 minus 1 is 4, right here. 5 foot minus 1 foot is 4 foot. So I'll have 4 foot 11 inches left. Okay, that's how long the pole is now. Okay, go back and re-look at this. You can pause it and go back and re-listen to this. You can understand it. Okay, be sure to check that you are regrouping correctly. There are 12 inches in 1 foot. Okay, error alert, something 4th graders commonly do. Okay, 3 pounds 5 ounces minus 1 pound 2 ounces. First of all, you can't subtract them when they look horizontal like this. Whoops. I'm still zoomed in, aren't I? Okay. 3 pounds 5 ounces. Okay, I can write this one underneath it. Minus 1 pound 2 ounces. Okay. And I just subtract them. 5 ounces minus 2 ounces equals 3 ounces. 3 pound minus 1 pound equals 2 pounds. 2 pounds, 3 ounces. Okay. A truck is carrying 2 tons, 500 pounds of steel. 2 tons and 500 pounds. How many pounds of steel is the truck carrying? Okay, so I have tons and I have pounds. Okay, you have to think, how many pounds are in a ton? How many pounds are in a ton? That is 2,000, okay? So I'm going to take these tons right here and think I have 2 tons. So 2 tons times 2,000. What's 2 times 2 is 4. 3 extra zeros. So this 2 tons is going to become 4,000 pounds plus 500 pounds. Now you can just add them up. 2 tons and 500 pounds is 4,500 pounds of steel. Okay? Okay, next problem. Rewrite each measure in the given unit. Okay? 1 yard, 2 feet. I have yards and I have feet. Okay, how many feet are in a yard? Okay, that is 3 feet. So this 1 yard is going to change out, and we're not going to call it 1 yard anymore. We're going to call it 3 feet. Right? There's 3 feet in a yard. So 3 feet and 2 feet would give me 5 feet. Right? 3 pints, 1 cup. 3 pints. Okay, remember my gallon man? The pints are right here, right? These are my pints. And then down here was my cups underneath them, right? C, those are my cups, right? So 3 pints. If I had 3 pints, we'll just draw another pint right here, right? 3 pints is how many cups? So instead of calling it 3 pints, I'm going to call it 6 cups and 1 cup. That will equal 7 cups. 3 weeks, 1 day. Okay. How many days are in 1 week? How many days are in 1 week? Here's my week and here's my day. In 1 week, there are 7 days. In 2 weeks, times 7 is 14. In 3 weeks, there are 21 days. So instead of calling this 3 weeks, I'm going to call it 21 days. And this 1 day would equal 22 days. Oops, sorry. Add or subtract. Okay, this one's adding. Be careful. 4 ounces plus 6 ounces. Okay, how many ounces are in a pound? How many ounces are in a pound? Okay, that's 16. So as long as I don't go over 16, I'm okay. 4 plus 6 is 10 ounces, so I'm okay there. 2 pounds plus 1 pound is 3 pounds. 3 pounds, 10 ounces. Okay? Quarts and gallons. Now I'm subtracting. Careful. 4 quarts minus 5 quarts. Ooh, I can't do that. Okay, I can't do 4 minus 5. So I'm going to take away a gallon. 3 gallons is going to become 2 gallons. How many quarts are in a gallon? That would be 4. So I'm going to bring over 4 with me. I have 4, and I'm bringing over 4, so that now gives me 8 quarts. Okay, because there's 4 quarts in a gallon, that's how many I bring over. When I take away that 1 gallon, I'm bringing it over to the quart side, so I'm bringing over 4 quarts. 8 minus 5 is 3 quarts. 2 minus 1 is 1 gallon. 1 gallon, 3 quarts. Okay? 5 hours, 20 minutes. Okay, we're subtracting. 20 minus 15. Okay, I can do that. That would be 5 minutes. 5 hours minus 3 hours would be 2 hours. 2 hours, 5 minutes. Okay, good job. 1 hour, 15 minutes equals how many minutes? That's just like what we did at the top up here. Okay, 1 hour. Instead of calling it 1 hour, how many minutes are in an hour? 60 minutes, right? 60 plus 15, what would that be? 75. So that's 75 minutes. Okay, quarts and pints. Okay, this is like gallon man shoulder here, right? Is the quart. Okay, and those 2 pints go underneath it. Pint, pint. So if 1 quart, I might have to make a chart here. 1 quart equals how many pints? 1 quart is 2 pints. 2 quarts would be 4 pints, right? Times 2. 3 would be 6. 4 would be 8. So 4 quarts is really the same as 8 pints. 8 pints plus 2 pints is 10 pints. Okay, 10 feet, 10 inches. 10 feet, 10 inches. How many inches are in a foot? 12, right? On a ruler. 12 inches in a foot. So 10 feet would be 10 times 12. Okay, I can do this with a basic fact. 10 times 12. 1 times 12 is 12. Add a 0. That's how many this is. So I'm going to call that 10 feet, 120 inches. And then 10 more inches, be 130 inches. Okay? 2 tons, 300 pounds, minus 1 ton, 300 pounds. Okay? 300 minus 300 is 0 pounds. Okay, there's 0 pounds. Okay, that's like nothing, right? 2 tons minus 1 ton is 1 ton. So my answer is 1 ton. I wouldn't say the 0 pounds, right? 10 gallons and 8 cups plus 8 gallons and 9 cups. 8 cups plus 9 cups would be 17 cups. How many cups are in a gallon? How many cups are in a gallon? Think. Those are his fingers and toes, Gallon Man. Okay, he has 4 here, 4 there, right? And then on his feet, 4 here, 4 there. So 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 cups are in a gallon. Uh-oh, I got 17 cups. Okay, I have to remember to come back to that. Okay, 10 gallons plus 8 gallons would be 18 gallons. I cannot leave him like this. Okay, this 17 cups is more than a gallon. Okay, I have to trade that 17 cups in. I'm going to take 16 away from it and bring over another gallon. So that's going to give me 19 gallons. I added a gallon over here. When I take 16 away from 17, it leaves me with 1 cup. Okay, I can't have 17 cups right here. That doesn't make sense. 16 cups are in a gallon. So I took away 16, right? I took away 16. I brought it over here as 1 gallon. So now it's 19 gallons. That leaves me with 1 cup. Okay, 7 pounds, 6 ounces. Okay, 6 minus 12. I can't do that, can I? I have to make this 7 pounds into 6 pounds. How many ounces are in a pound? There's 16 ounces in a pound. So I'm going to bring over plus 16. I already have 6, and I'm adding 16. 6 plus 16 is 22 ounces. 22 minus 12. 2 minus 2 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. Will be 10 ounces. 6 minus 2 is 4 pounds. 4 pounds, 10 ounces. Okay? Okay, down here, number 14. Jackson has a rope 1 foot, 8 inches long. Hey, leave it alone. Okay, 1 foot, 8 inches long. He cuts it into 4 equal pieces. How many inches long is each piece? Okay, so the first thing I want to do is get them into both the same unit. Okay, 1 foot, 8 inches. Okay, so instead of calling this 1 foot, let's call that, how many inches would that be? 1 foot is 12 inches. Now 12 inches and 8 inches together would be what altogether? 20 inches, right? 12 plus 8 is 20. So now let's just read the story problem this way. Jackson has a rope 20 inches long. He cuts it into 4 equal pieces. What is 40 cut into 4 pieces? I'm sorry, 20 cut into 4 equal pieces, right? If this were 20, each of these would be 5, 10, 15, 20, right? So he cuts them into 4 equal pieces. Here are my 4 equal pieces. How many inches long is each piece? Or you could say 20 divided by 4 equals 5 with division, right? Each piece is 5 inches long. Okay, number 15. Ahmed fills 6 pitchers with juice. Each pitcher contains 2 quarts and 1 pint. how many pints of juice does he have? So they have 2 quarts, 1 pint. How many pints? So they want them both into pints. Okay, remember like on Gallon Man, here's his arm. Okay, that's a quart. That's like his shoulder, right? And then there's 2 pints that come off here. Okay, so 1 quart, 1 quart is 2 pints. 2 quarts right here would be 4 pints, right? So instead of calling this 2 quarts, let's call it 4 pints and 1 pint, which together is 5 pints. Okay, so Ahmed fills 6 pitchers with juice. Each pitcher contains 5 pints. How many pints of juice does he have? Here's his pitcher. Every pitcher has 5 pints in it, and he has 6 of them. Okay, so what is 5 times 6? Would be 30, right? So he has, let's write that down. 5 times 6 equals 30. So he has 30 pints of juice. Okay. Sam and Dave each solve the problem at the right. Sam says the sum is 4 feet 18 inches. Dave says the sum is 5 feet 6 inches. Whose answer makes sense? Whose answer is nonsense? So who's right and who is wrong? Okay, so let's see what we get when we add these up. Okay, add the inches first. 10 plus 8 is 18 inches. 2 feet plus 2 feet is 4 feet. Okay, so just at the first glance, we have the same answer as Sam, right? But remember what I told you. Okay, you can never have more inches than you have in a foot. Otherwise, you should have carried some over here, remember? So if you have a ruler, how many inches is that? That's 12 inches. So you can't have more than 12 right here. Okay, so I have to take 12 from here and carry them over to this side, right? Minus 12. I have to take 12 over there. So 18 minus 12, what would be 18 minus 12? 8 minus 2 is 6. 1 minus 9 is nothing. So that will leave me with 6 inches over here after I take 12. When I take 12 inches over to the foot side, that's like at the foot. So that will give me 4 plus 1 is 5 feet, 6 inches. Okay, so now we got Dave's answer, 5 feet, 6 inches. Okay, so whose answer makes sense? Dave is the one that makes sense. Okay, Dave's answer makes sense because this guy here, Sam, shouldn't say, what's wrong about what Sam said? Sam shouldn't say 18 inches because that is really 1 foot and 6 inches, right? So Sam is wrong right here because he needs to carry over 12 inches to make another foot. Okay, Sam was kind of right, but he didn't finish it. Dave's the one that had the real right answer. So Dave makes sense. Sam is nonsense, right?